Namaste Saraswati Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Ashata Vishatani Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Ram Ram Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hey, why are you not repeating that? Mouth is shut. Both of you. Please repeat. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Sarasate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisheshaya Shunyavadi Pashad Deshatarine. Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Yesterday, where did we stop? Anybody remembers?
Till 16th sloka we have done, Prabhuji.
Okay. Let me just check. Yes. Okay. Let me just meet everybody. Avridangiri Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna. Chidananda Prabhu, today also you're in office? Probably. Sunday. No, their holiday is Friday, Saturday, but he's working, looks like. Maybe pharmaceutical company. Himali, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Throat is okay, so I'm checking throat also, yes. Kanaka, Hare Krishna Kanak. Hare Krishna Kanak, unmute yourself. Hare Krishna Laboni Sarkar. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Where are you?
I am from Malda. I am from West Bengal.
From?
Malda, West Bengal.
Oh, from West Bengal. Welcome, welcome.
West Bengal.
Krishna. You understand English will do or Hindi?
Any language, English, Bengali, Hindi.
Okay, no problem. So I will manage with English. Okay. Okay, welcome, Mataji.
Thank you.
Himali Mataji is there, and then Vanita, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
How's your health?
Oh,
How's your children's?
fine.
Okay, now you have two to manage. Previously one. Hare Krishna, Tushar.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Okay, and we have Rupa Mataji. Hare Krishna. Okay, we are
Hare
ready.
Krishna, Prabhuji.
So now Bhagavad Gita, you said we are in the
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Hare Tush Kanak, Hare Krishna. Where are you? Are in Bombay now? Kanak is a NIT student. Kanak?
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Yes, I am
Kanak.
in Bombay.
Okay, you are in, yeah. Your
Hare
college is
Krishna,
closed.
Hare Krishna.
Your college is closed till
Are you
December?
able to hear?
Yeah, now clear. Your college is closed till December?
No, not December. May
May. Huh?
May 31st.
You best wish is May 31st. We don't know what happens next.
Yeah.
Till now, Mangalore is very good. There is no spread at all in Mangalore, but Bombay is very bad and Delhi is also very bad. Okay.
Yeah.
Bombay, how are you managing? It's so dangerous there.
Just sitting in home.
Yeah, but outside is very dangerous. No, 1,000,
Yeah, outside is-
1,600 every day. Huh?
1700.
Now it is community. Yeah, anybody you can get. We have to be very, very careful. Okay. Chalo, anyway, let us read Gita, what Krishna wants will happen. We are in 7th chapter now. Yes, part 2, Bhakti Yoga. So we have done 16, yeah, 15 to 16, 17. Okay, you all can see now the book.
Yes, Prabhu.
These people have not come today. They looks like they've gone to office, Guru and okay. Yes. Tesham Gyani Nitya Yukta Eka Bhaktir Visheshyate Priyo Hi Gyani No Atyartham Aham Sacha Mama Priyaha. Oh, this was for whom? Rupa Mataji, you can chant. Hare Krishna, Rupa Mataji, you can chant the shloka. I just forgot.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah, you can chant the shloka.
Ekam jnani nitya yukta eka bhaktir visishyate priyo hi jnani no atyartham aham sacha mame priyaha mama priya.
Hare Krishna, Tushar.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yeah, read the translation.
Translation. Of these, the wise one who is in full knowledge in union with me through pure devotion.
That's okay.
Pure devotional service is the best, for I am very dear to him and he is dear to me.
Okay. So now there were different kind of people who surrender to Krishna. We discussed what are the 4 kind of people who surrender and 4 kind of people who do not surrender. Tushar. That's the question.
Okay.
Verse 16 told four kind of people who surrender to Krishna. What are the four kind of people who surrender to Krishna?
One is who's okay, fine.
Jnani,
Prabhu, I don't know.
Tushar.
Arsi,
Tushar.
Artharthi,
Tushar.
Jnani.
Chalo, no, Tushar. The youngest person here is Tushar, 14-year-old. Yes. Tell us what are the four kind of people who surrender and give one example of all the four of them. Artho, Artharthi, Jigyasu, Jnani cha Bharta Shabha. Correct? Now explain. First is what? You have the Bhagavad Gita with you?
Yeah, Prabhu, at my home, yeah.
Yeah, so open the 16th chapter, it is there. Artho, Artharthi, Jigyasu, Jnani cha. But give me one example from the Shastra of all four of them.
One second, Prabhu.
Tushar will call, Mummy, very difficult question, please come.
No, Prabhu. Actually, 16th chapter, no, Prabhu.
7th chapter, 16th shloka.
Oh, okay. Okay. One second, Prabhu. The distress, the desire of wealth, the inquisitive, and who is searching.
Okay, now give me an example, all four of them. In the
okay.
Vedas, in the Shastra, in Bhagavatam, who is a person who was Artha and he surrendered to Krishna? He was in great pain and he said, Krishna, save me. Who is an example? Famous example.
Prabhu,
Gajendra,
oh yeah, Gajendra.
correct? He was in great pain. He said, Krishna, save me. Okay. Who wanted some wealth? And he prayed to Krishna and Krishna came.
Then the inquisitive, I
Naini, I'm talking about Artharthi, the money wala. Sthana vilashi tapasi satoham twap vaptavan deva munindra gahuyam kachan bachimyam api divyaratna.
Prabhu, the desire of wealth, I think even Dhruva is one of them.
Yes, that is the example. I gave the shloka of Dhruva only. Take it. Now Jigyasu was very inquisitive.
Prabhu, what is the meaning of inquisitive, Prabhu?
He is to want to know. He asked 6 questions to Suta Goswami in the Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam begins with the 6th question of one rishi. What is the name of the rishi who was leading the sages in Naimisharanya? He was asking questions. What is his name?
Prabhu, one second. Prabhu, he is the one who gave the 4 questions because of which answer is the Srimad Bhagavatam, no, Prabhu?
6 questions. First chapter of Bhagavatam has 6 questions, not 4, 6. So he asked 6 questions to Suta Goswami, and then Suta Goswami spoke the whole Bhagavatam. So the question, who was the person who asked this question? Inquisitive. Saunaka Rishi. Saunaka Rishi. Huh? Okay? Okay, this is Saunaka Rishi or not? Okay, Jnani. Which is the example of seeker of knowledge, Jnani.
Vedavyas.
Yes, Vedavyas, Shukadeva Goswami, we can take like that. Okay? So the 4 kind of people, Artho is Gajendra, Jigyasu is Shaunakadi, Artharthi is Dhruva, and Jnani is Shukadeva Goswami. Correct? But among the 4, which is the best?
Vedavyas.
Take it. No. See, the point is that they are all the 4 are pure devotees. But in the preparatory stage, Prabhupada says, in a preparatory stage, who is better? See, but in the preparatory stage, all the 4, see, you may go for money, you may go for wealth, you may go for problems. But in the beginning stages, we are Kanishta when you go to the Lord. Okay? These 4 are perfection. All 4 are what we talked about are perfection in the 4 lines. But in the normal person, when he goes to the Lord, he is not like Dhruva Maharaj. He is just going with some problem. So why the people who are considered lower, who go to the Lord for money and some problem, because they run away when the problem is solved. Correct? When the examination is there, all the students will go in the temple and pray, isn't it? In Nitte college, I remember all this. Dhruval, Anna, Dhruval, before the college, the Ganesha temple bell will be ringing and
Yes, Prabhu.
heavy crowd in the morning, 9 o'clock, Anna, before
Prabhu.
before the exam. But once the exam is over, then they forget the teacher, huh?
Prabhuji, want to understand Dhruva, did he ask for wealth or for he was upset and then he wanted to...
Yeah, it's like wealth only. He wanted a kingdom. I'm taking it similar to the wealth. Correct? Sthana, he wanted a kingdom bigger than the grandfather, Brahma.
Okay.
That was his revenge. I want a kingdom bigger than that. That's why this shloka comes. Sthana vilashi tapasya. My Lord, I wanted a kingdom. Therefore, I did tapasya. But I got you. And getting you is like getting a diamond. I'm so happy now. I don't want the kingdom. So, in fact, after that, Dhruva Maharaj was very ashamed that I'm so sorry, my Lord. He came to see the Lord for something. He didn't come just to see the Lord. He wanted something from the Lord. That is Dhruva Maharaj. Correct?
Okay, Prabhuji.
Okay? If you just go back to the story, you will see he was very upset because he was insulted. The stepmother said, you want the kingdom, then you should have been born from my womb. So he felt very hurt, this kind of a statement. So he went to his mother. How do I solve this problem? So mother said, only Krishna can solve. So he went to Krishna with the intention of getting a kingdom, not only bigger than his father, bigger than his great-grandfather Brahma. And that's why Krishna gave him pole star. But actually Dhruva Maharaj, when he was awarded all that, feeling very ashamed that he came to Krishna asking for something. Correct? And that's why the example of Dhruva is taken, that even if you want something, you should go to Krishna, because he'll give you in such a way that you also become a pure devotee. You understand? So Dhruva is a very famous example. If you want also something, go to the Lord, but better not ask, because at the end, Dhruva felt ashamed. When he was coming back to the kingdom, his head was down. He was feeling shame that he went to the Lord for something. Because pure devotee don't go to the Lord with any desire. Correct? True? So when Dhruva went to the Lord, he had a desire, but after seeing the Lord, he lost all his desires. He just was so happy having seen the Lord. But the Lord satisfied both. Not only Lord made him a pure devotee, but Lord also fulfilled his material desire. Okay? And he gave him a pole star, which is actually Vaikuntha, because it remains even after the Brahma's universe is destroyed, nothing happens to the pole star. Okay? And it's such an important place. All the universe is rotating around the pole star. Okay? Is it fine?
Okay, thanks, Prabhuji.
Okay. I think other people are clear. Kanak, are you clear about this? Did you know about the story of Dhruva Maharaj?
Now I know. Now I got it.
Very good. Now you know. Fantastic. Okay. So then Prabhupada said the 4 orders, the devotees. See, all the 4 people are dear to Krishna. Krishna is very happy. Father is very happy when the son comes back home, even if he's asking for something. Antaranga Vallabha Devidasi. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
You have introduced yourself, Mataji. You are from which place?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Basically, I'm from Kundapura. So I'm now currently staying in Bangalore.
In Bangalore. Okay.
Yes,
welcome.
sir.
Welcome.
Thank you.
So what happens, at least, you feel comfortable. These are all devotees in different places. Mostly they are connected to our temple in Mangalore. Okay. Some of our old people, Himali is a doctor in Varanasi. Vanita is an engineer from NITK. She is also from Kundapura, Vanita. So you got one friend here.
Hare Krishna.
Presently, she is in which place? Karwar. Well, no, not that. She is in Kundapura or Vanita? Bantuan.
Kundapura where, Mataji?
Koteshwara.
Okay.
Okay. So there people are there. Many are in Bangalore. Pushpa Mataji is in Bangalore. Chalo, so now let us go to the shloka. So 4 orders, devotees in full knowledge at the same time engage is the best. Because others, why? Because the first 2, they go away when their problem is solved. So they are not really mature. But if they meet, Prabhupada said, if they meet a pure devotee, doesn't matter, and they become pure devotees. But in the preparative stage, the man in knowledge is better because he knows why he has come. Correct? Others have come for solving some problem. Some question was there. Now, next shloka qualifies what we are trying to say, 18th one. Yes, Rupa Mataji.
उदारा सर्व एवैते ज्ञानित्वात्मैव मे मतम् आस्थिता सा हि युक्तात्मा माम् एवानुत्तमां गतिम्.
Translation: all these devotees are undoubtedly magnanimous souls, but he who is situated in knowledge of me, I consider verily to dwell in me. Being engaged in my transcendental service, he attains me.
Okay, so all the four are magnanimous. See, Krishna is so happy. They all are Mahatmas. Krishna is so happy. Just imagine the child has come back home. Child has run away from home. And he's calling his parents. Parents are so happy. Okay, doesn't matter. He's asking something. He at least call, no? Correct? When somebody doesn't call you for a long time, at least he called. You feel very happy. So at least he called. Okay, doesn't matter. See, fatherly affection is there. Krishna doesn't mind giving anything. Like a father doesn't mind giving anything to children. At least he called. So it's good. He asked something, that's okay. So we were discussing actually the Tamasic people, when they approach the Lord, they approach out of fear. Rajasic people, when they approach, if they approach, generally Sattvic, Rajasic, Tamasic don't approach. If they approach, generally approach out of fear. Just like Astro tells them you have to go, they go out of fear. And Rajasic people, they go out of desire. And Sattvic people, they go out of duty. And Bhakta goes out of love. So people go out of different modes, they behave in a different way, but Krishna doesn't mind all that. Okay, doesn't matter. Whatever it is, you call, no, good. And out of Krishna reciprocates. So you ask something, doesn't matter, Krishna gives. And when he gives, slowly the love increases. There is at least an opportunity, a chance now for Krishna to now start working on it. Okay? So if you, generally we should not go to the Lord with a desire, because Lord knows everything. Why ask? Do you ask your mother, भाई कल ब्रेकफास्ट मिलेगा क्या? You don't ask, it will come. है ना माता जी? कोई पूछता है क्या? तो भगवान से क्या पूछने की जरूरत है? वो देते हैं ना, उसे क्या है? आप ये दे देना. अरे बाबा कौन दे रहा था? मैं ही तो दे रहा था. What is the need to ask? There is no need to ask Krishna. He is giving anyway. But still, Krishna is happy. At least he came. But then it is higher when somebody comes in full knowledge as a duty. That is higher. Okay? So Prabhupada is saying it's not the other devotees, the less complete in knowledge, are not dear. Everybody is dear to the Lord who comes. Krishna is saying they are Mahatma, Udara. Prabhupada translating Udara, the Mahatma, great soul. So wonderful you came. Sometimes some people say, okay, somebody is a criminal, he goes to the temple of the Lord. The Prabhupada said, anyway, going to temple is good only. Whoever has gone. At least he went. The devotee wants the benefit of devotion service and accept of the Lord because there is some exchange of affection. And Krishna satisfies that, and slowly they advance. But devotee in full knowledge is considered very dear. Why? His only purpose is to serve the Lord. Okay? Udara, all are this thing, but still Jnani is better because he is coming to serve. He is not asking anything. Okay? And not only that, Krishna says, he continues, that devotees are very dear to him. Aham bhakta paradhino. I am their property. Devotees are always in my heart. I am always in the heart of the devotees. Yes, Himali Mataji. Oh, there is one more person. Govinda Guru Raj Das. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
You introduce yourself. I am meeting you first time.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
I am meeting you first time.
Yes Prabhu.
Where are you? You are in Bangalore, Bombay, Delhi.
I am from Bangalore. I got this link through Dhruval Prabhu.
Oh, welcome, welcome. You are initiated devotee, look like Govinda Guru Raj Das. Huh?
Yes, I am disciple of His Holiness Jaipatak Swami Maharaj.
Same, all of our temple is all people. Okay, welcome Prabhuji. Okay, would you like to read this Prabhupada paragraph, the last paragraph, the blue mark, the devotees are always in my heart. Yeah, Prabhuji, can read, the devotees are always in my heart.
Yes, Prabhu. The devotees are always in my heart, and I am always in the heart of the devotees. The devotee does not know anything beyond me, and I also cannot forget the devotee. there is a very intimate relationship between me and the pure devotees. Pure devotees in pure knowledge are never out of spiritual touch, and therefore they are very much dear to me.
Now, you know who says this to whom? 9457. I am Bhakta Paradhino. Himali, do you know this? Dr. G? You know the Durvasa pastime? Durvasa Ambarish Maharaj.
Yes, Prabhu.
So in what context the Lord says to Durvasa this?
Okay.
Durvasa goes to the Lord, Vishnu, save me. And he says, I cannot help you. I am the property of the devotees. Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, there's a very, actually, if you locate this area, there are 4 or 5 shlokas the Lord says. Many devotees cram these shlokas. Amazing. Krishna just expresses that I'm just property of my devotee. What are you asking? I can control the Sudarshana. No, I cannot forgive you. I am just like, he says, my position is less than my devotee. They are in charge. Ask him. If he wants, he can forgive you. Very sweet pastime, very sweet words. 9:4:57. You can locate Himali. These are 4 or 5 verses. And many devotees cram that. Govinda Prabhu, have you crammed those verses?
Yes,
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna Prabhu. You got the reference now where these shlokas are being said? The Durvasa Ambarish Maharaj pastime of the Bhagavata. Correct?
Yes, Prabhu. 9th canto.
Very touching verses. Many devotees cram these verses. Okay, we continue. 19th is a famous verse. Yes, Rupa Mataji.
बहुनां जन्मनामन्ते ज्ञानवान् मां प्रपद्यते वासुदेवः सर्वमिति समहात्मा सुदुर्लभः.
After many births and deaths, he who actually in knowledge surrenders unto me, knowing me to be the cause of all causes, and that is such a great soul, is very rare.
Okay, the transcendental pure devotion knowledge, the supreme personality, ultimate goal of the spiritual realization is Bahunam after many, many births. It's not easy. Not easy. It's not easy to completely surrender to Krishna. Many, many births. So if we touch up a pure devotee, that's what Prabhupada says. Many times Prabhupada says, you want, we can surrender. Otherwise, they take millions of births. If you're intelligent, we can surrender now. So this is our intelligence. Why waste millions of births? Why not surrender now? Somebody asked Srila Prabhupada that for a general conditioned soul, that is a famous question in Australia. Madhudusha Prabhu translated the question to Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada, this devotee is asking for a general devotee, ordinary soul of Kali Yuga, how much time it takes to surrender to Krishna. So Prabhupada, have anybody seen that video? Very beautiful video. And Prabhupada says, 1 moment. He said, it all depends on you. If you want, you don't read Bhagavad Gita, Sarvadharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam. You can surrender in 1 moment if you want. Or you can wait for millions of births. It's our choice. Krishna is not going to force us. What is the surrender? You say, yes. Swamim Kritartva Asmi Varam Nayache. Okay? We just agree to hear. Sthana Vilashi, agree to surrender begins by hearing. That's all we are all doing. Hear submissively, respectively words of Bhagavad Gita. You begin by Shravanam. Rest everything follows. So otherwise it may take millions of births or it can happen in 1 birth. Surrender, knowing me to the cause of all causes, and such a great soul is very rare. So the beginning of spiritual realization, trying to attach on materialism, there is some leaning toward impersonalism. This is very true. In so many ways we can further see this actually. You know, most of the spiritual organizations, they are impersonalist because that's the beginning. That's the beginning of spiritual life. I'm not body, I'm soul. And Prabhupada said this Krishna finishes in few minutes in Gita and the whole life. Today we are reading in the morning Bhagavad Gita. Yeah, so it's a few minutes, this is over. Rereading in Chaitanya Charitamrita yesterday night. Few minutes, this is over in the Bhagavad Gita. In the beginning, Krishna finishes that in the 15-20 shlokas in the 2nd chapter when he begins instructions. It's all over. And they don't even end that in their spiritual organization going for 300 years, 200 years. They only reach that much. First few shlokas of Krishna. They don't talk about the rest of the Bhagavad Gita. Many spiritual organizations don't even study beyond 6th chapter. I know one of them, their Gita is only till 6th chapter because 7th chapter is pure devotion service. They don't want to talk about that. Maya Sakta Mana Partha. How many people have done the assignment? I told them to remember the 7th chapter, first shloka. Anybody remembers? Vanita, you know the shloka?
Prabhu.
Maya Sakta. Huh? Who is the assignment done?
Yes, Prabhu, I have done.
Yeah, tell me the shloka.
Maya Sakta Manapartha. Uh, one minute.
You can recognize. See, our Rohan is laughing. He's very happy. Huh?
Maya Sakta Manapartha Yogam Yunjam Manadrishya Asamsayam Samagramam Yata Nyasasi Tasruno.
Wonderful. Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Prabhupada has taken maximum classes on this shloka. That's why this shloka is very important. Whenever Prabhupada went anywhere, they said take class on any shloka, Prabhupada took class on this shloka. So this shloka is very dear to Prabhupada. So good, you can cram. Everybody can cram. Many of you know this, but you can cram. Maya asaktaha. Huh? Tushar, you know this shloka?
Yeah, Prabhu, I knew, but I forgot.
Vanita knows. Examination time. What Manita will be saying? Itna exam de ke thak gaya, idhar bhi exam, huh? Maya sakta mana partha yogam yunjam madashaya asamshayam samagrava yathagasi. Chalo, we continue. So in the beginning of spiritual realization, there is a leaning toward impersonalism. Okay? We see that. Even even in spiritual life, in Krishna consciousness, that is there. We go to Prabhupada Murti and pay obeisance. We don't even look at him whether he's happy or angry. And sometimes we feel he should be angry with what I'm doing. We don't look at the face. We are impersonal. Ek acharya ka hai, namaskar dal diya. We go to the deity, put namaskar. We don't even look, are the deities comfortable? Are they happy? We don't look. Ek namaskar. We are impersonal. Just like Hotana, we buy ticket in the bus. We don't look at the ticket collector. That's how we are. We are impersonalists in our attitude. As spiritual life grows, each deity is different. Your Radha Krishna in Mangalore is different from, just like, different at the same time, they're same. Like, with the Gopal deity, he told Madhavendra Puri, go and bring some chandan, I'm finding so hot. The deities are, each deity is personal. And later when Madhavendra Puri was struggling, bringing so much chandan from Jagannath Puri was bringing, then he came again in his dream. See, do one thing. See, I'm same as Gopinath deity there and Ramuna. You put it there and I look cool here. But at the same time, deities are different. Each deity has a different mood. Think about, do we look like that? Hi, Bhagwan hai, namaskar kar diya, bhago. We don't look. So beginning of spiritual life, there is, because of attachment to materialism, there is some leaning toward impersonalism. Okay, everybody appreciate this point? Most of the spiritual organization, most of the people when they begin spiritual life, they go toward impersonalism. As with time, one can understand Lord Krishna's, but as he advances spiritual life, he understands Lord Krishna's mercies, everything. Okay? He is the cause of all causes, and the material manifestation is not independent from. He realizes the material world to be a perverted reflection of the spiritual varietedness, and realizes that in everything there is a relation with the Supreme Lord Shri Krishna. Thus he thinks of everything in relation to Vasudeva or Shri Krishna. Such a universal vision of Vasudeva precipitates one full surrender to the Supreme Lord Shri Krishna as the highest goal. Okay? Because he sees everything as Krishna Sambandha, connected to Krishna. Such a surrendered great souls are very rare. Again, somebody I want to. Pushpa Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
You read this yellow. This verse is very nicely explained.
Yes, Prabhu. This verse is very nicely explained in the 3rd chapter of Shvetavartara Upanishad. In this body, there are powers of speaking, of seeing, of hearing, of mental activities, etc. But these are not important if not related to the Supreme Lord. And because Vasudeva is all pervading and everything is Vasudeva, the devotee surrenders in full knowledge. Taken from Bhagavad Gita 7.7 and 11.40.
Okay. So we have some powers. We have the power of thinking. We have the power of speaking. All these are there. Okay? So if they're not connected to Krishna, they become waste. You have power of thinking, but you don't think about Krishna, then you are not correct, because the mind is not, doesn't belong to you, it belongs to Krishna. Krishna gave you mind so that you can think about him. Krishna did not give us mind to think about sense gratification. Why did Krishna give mind? To think about Krishna. Why did Krishna give mouth? To chant Hare Krishna. Why did Krishna give eyes? To see the beautiful form of the Lord. See, it's a very good example. Just like you're working for a government job, you get a car. Where you get a car? For official work, no? But if you use it for private personal work, to drop relatives from the pickup from the railway station, that's what everybody does, correct? To go for shopping for the son, for shoes for the son, the car and the driver has gone. The government gave the driver and car for what purpose? For official work, correct? But everybody uses for private work. That's all happened. But it is wrong or not? It is wrong. The same way Krishna gave mind to think about him, but you're thinking about sense, you're misusing. It is official work is, but why Krishna gave mind? Why Krishna gave mind? भगवान ने मन क्यों दिया? उनके बारे में सोचने के लिए। और हम उस मन से क्या करें? इंद्रिय भोग सोच रहे हैं। गलत कर रहे हैं। भगवान ने जीव किस लिए दी? हरे कृष्ण जप करने के लिए। उससे क्या कर रहे हो? दूसरे को गाली दे रहे हो, है ना? Krishna did not give the tongue for that, correct? Krishna gave you ear for what? To hear about Krishna. और उस ear से कुछ और कर रहे हैं, ठीक है? So we are using the hand, legs, all of this actually they are powers, but all these are not important if they're not related to the Supreme Lord, ठीक है? And if they are not used for the pleasure of Supreme Lord, it is wrong. Krishna is the Rishika Isha. Krishna is the owner of this body. Krishna is the owner of the senses. Therefore, because he owns the senses should be used for his pleasure. When we use for our pleasure, we think this body belongs to me and I can enjoy this body. Correct? Or this body belongs to Krishna. Become detached. Correct? Just like something belongs to me, I should enjoy it. You say, give this glass. No, this is my glass. Correct? That idea is there. No? Your mobile is given. No. So a new mobile I purchase. How you want? And I will enjoy. Correct or not? Somebody will come. No, I will enjoy. You cannot enjoy. Anything I own, I should enjoy. But if you look properly, this perspective, Krishna owns everything. So let him enjoy. So this body also Krishna owns. So it should be used for Krishna's pleasure. And not only that, even me, the soul Krishna owns. Even I should be used for Krishna's pleasure. That's a little advanced, but okay, is it fine? We'll spend little time, but I hope it's fine. Generally, this is actually 3 o'clock time is for summary study. We should do one chapter at a time. But now here also we are slowing down, but doesn't matter. Okay. Which one? Which one? Chalo, next week assignment. Most of you are all devotees here, even initiated devotees I am seeing, but those who are not, remember this shloka bahunam janmana ante. Okay? Now we are entering a new phase in this chapter from shloka 20. This is about Devata worship. Okay? This is 20, 21, 22, 23, 4 shlokas are on Devata worship. In fact, some of you in the morning we were there, we had a lot of discussion on it, but we will go short. I think all of you know because this is all group of all devotees. Yes, Rupa Mataji.
कामैस्तैस्तैर्हृतज्ञाना पद्यन्ते अन्यदेवता तं तं नियमम् आस्थाय प्रकृत्या नियता स्वया.
Those whose minds are distorted by material desires surrender under their gods and follow the particular rules and regulations of worship according to their own natures.
How can Krishna give a certificate like that? Who is going to prove it? Krishna is saying, anybody who worships Devata, I give a certificate. His mind is distorted by material desire. Is it? How can anybody prove that his mind is distorted by material desire? Why did he go to a Devata? Krishna is saying, Bahuna, many births it takes to surrender to me. But some people never surrender. They will go to Devi Devata worship. Okay? So why they go? Kama is tattva hita jnana. Hita means mind is stolen by Kama, material desire. Therefore, he has gone to worship a Devata. But how can Krishna speak so strongly? I am not having any Kama. I am a Ganesha Bhakta. Bhakti is there. I am serving you without any desire. I am a Shiva Bhakta. I am a Desha Bhakta. I am a, what is it? Tulu Nadu Bhakta. Modi Bhakta. There are, that also they call Bhaktas. Hai na? RSS Bhakta. So how we can say that if somebody is worshipping anything other than Krishna, his mind is stolen of material desire. How we can say, Sukha? No, I'm a Ganesha Bhakta. I don't want anything. Yes, Dhruval, can you answer this question? I am saying, Krishna is saying here, those whose mind is distorted of material desire, they go to the Devatas. But no, I am a Ganesha Bhakta. I don't want anything. I just want to worship Ganesha. It's so wonderful. I want to worship Durga. I want to worship Saraswati. She is my mother. She will teach me all nice singing. Okay, how it is that it is not possible. I am stolen a material desire if I am going to a Devata. But I am saying, how do you refute? Krishna is saying, no, you're going to Devata, your spine is stolen. But no, I just want to please that Devata. I don't want anything in return. How do you refute, Dhruval, this? How do you support Krishna? Krishna has to be correct. Correct? But how do you support?
There is an analogy saying that if we water the roots, entire tree gets the nutrition.
Yes.
So once we please Krishna, all the devotees.
All Devatas are pleased, so you will get all the blessing. That's fine. All Devatas bless you. That's fine. But I'm saying Krishna is now the context is something different. Krishna is saying, unless your mind is told on a material desire, you don't even go to the Devatas. He's saying you're wrong if you haven't gone to a Devata. Correct?
Yes, bro.
So how do you say that? But I'm saying, no, I'm worshipping Ganesha. I don't want anything. I'm worshipping Saraswati. I don't want anything. Just I'm their Bhakta, pure Bhakta. How do you refute it? Tushar, how do you refute it?
Prabhu, you can actually say that actually Ganesha is a demigod. One is that plant's example you can say by putting to roots. Another example you can say that Ganesha is also a demigod. Totally there are 33 lakh demigods. And if you 33 crore demigods, and if you keep worshipping one of them, even one second, if you keep doing that, I don't think maybe you might not be able to complete it.
Yeah, what you're telling is fantastic, super intelligent. But what I'm saying is something else, Tushar. I'm saying that if you are say you come to my place, okay, and you see I'm worshipping Ganesha, and you are saying why you're worshipping Ganesha. Your Gita is saying, Krishna is saying, your mind is stolen of material desire. See what is Krishna saying? Mind is distorted of material desire. They worship Devata. But I say, no, Tushar, I love Ganesha. I just bhakta of Ganesha. I don't want anything from Ganesha. So how do you refute me?
Prabhuji, anyway, the demigods are going to again depend on Supreme Lord. So they're also dependent on Supreme Lord. Hence, directly, indirectly, we are again something that.
Okay, no, good. That is, you are taken to the next shlokas will teach what you are telling now, correct? Whatever the way, Maye vihite viyata. See, okay, I'll not delay you more. I'm just playing around. See, bhakti is not possible to anything except Krishna. That's an answer.
Okay.
You cannot be devotee of Ganesha. You are a cheat. You are asking something. That's not bhakti. That is cheating. That is business. You got it? Bhakti is only possible to Krishna. The ministers say, I'm a Desha Bhakta, you know they are cheating. When the election time, Mera Bharat Man, and everybody says, Bharat Mata ki jai, Bharat Mata ki jai. They are cheating. There are some other interest is there. As in, correct, at least it is polluted or not. Okay, they may have some desire to serve the country. I'm not doubting that. But it is contaminated with some personal desire, which is rather 99%. This is 1%. Okay, so you cannot be devotee of a Devata. It is not possible. Bhakti is only possible to Krishna. Okay, do you all agree to me? Why? Because Krishna, the reciprocation is spiritual. Like Hanuman is serving Lord Rama, there is no desire possible. He's just serving, he loves to serve. He's Shuddha Bhakta. So similarly, you can have Shuddha Bhakti only to Krishna. Any other Bhakti is always a show. So if somebody says, I am a devotee of my country, it's a show. It is not possible. So strictly speaking, Bhakti can only be applied to Krishna. Everybody is with me? Because any other devotion has to have some return. No, see, any activity has to have motive. Other Devi Devatas cannot give you return on a transcendental plane. They are relating to you on a material plane. Correct? So you have to go with Dhanam Dehi, Putram Dehi, Yasham Dehi, 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 Dehi. Like whole Mangalore is Devi Bhaktas. So somebody can say, I am a Devi Bhakta. No, sir. Bhakti is only for Krishna. You're gone for some business. That's it. Okay, is it clear? Am I right or I'm offending any Devata worship? Pushpa Mataji, is it fine?
Yes,
Prabhu,
Prabhu.
can we even say like this that Vedavyas ji is there, right? He made Ganesha to write the Mahabharata. Like the
No, that,
Vedas and all.
see, that is another role. That is, but when you go to Devatas, we are not going for that role. Devatas, when you go, we go for some material desires. Correct? For Ganesha, what is the prayer? You see? No, what we say? What is the prayer? Anybody knows? What we ask? Just like Devi say, Dhanam Dehi, Putram Dehi, Vigra Vinasha. We say remove obstacle. Correct? Anna? No, there is some Dhanam Dehi, Putram Dehi, Vigra Vinasha. भूल गए सब लोग चलो
Prabhu, that was given by Narsimha Dev to Ganesha, no?
No, that is okay. That is okay. Tushar, that is okay. But I'm saying generally when we go to a Devata, we are always going for some material desire. Okay? You understand? Everybody goes to fulfill some material desire. Nirvignam. देखो अब याद कर रहे लोग भूल गए थे निर्विघ्नम कुरु में देवा सर्व कार्येषु सर्वदा याद आया बहुत लोग यहाँ गणेश के भक्त थे okay everybody
we are only Krishna bhaktas.
No, Mataji, I'm saying previously people are all now they're remembering they used to go to Ganesha temple and recite all these prayers. Okay. So anyway, the point was that, is everybody with me? When you are praying to a Devi Devata, the result is material. See, every activity has to have a motive. Now, Krishna is saying, when you go to a Devata, definitely your mind is distorted in material desire because the return is material. You're gone by material desire. No? See, nobody does activity without any profit. There is some profit. There has to be a motive. But Krishna, you can do without motive because Krishna is relating on a spiritual plane. Anyabilashita Shunyam. That is only for Krishna. You cannot say, I'm going to Ganesha, Anyabilashita Shunyam. No, that's not possible. He is not relating on that mood. That is his private mood. Correct? He is a great devotee. That is a separate issue. He is a very exalted devotee of the Lord. But we are not relating with that. Correct? People go to Devata Krishna and say, your mind is distorted and mental desires. Okay, everybody is fine with this? Arvindangiri Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu. Is that also one of the reasons because they have lack of knowledge of the absolute truth?
Yes. Yeah, they don't know anything. They don't know what is the Devata, what is God. They don't know. For them, everybody is God. Mostly people in society, 99% people are contaminated by Mayavada philosophy. And they have an idea God has no form. Whichever form you feel suitable, you can worship that. Isn't it?
Yes, Prabhu.
That's, but actually, if you go, God has form. Ganesha is there. That form is existing. It's not an illusion. Devatas are also existing, and those forms are existing. Correct? It's not an imagination. They say, no, just imagine. Not imagine. He's there. What Ganesha is saying, what you're imagining, I'm there. I have a form like this. True? So generally, okay, we have done this point. Okay. As long as material contamination is not completely washed, they are by nature non-devotees. A very strong slap by Srila Prabhupada. Very strong slap. The Prabhupada says, angry and passionate people are not devotees as much they may advertise. Devotee means he's shant. Huh? Like him. Devotee means shant. Okay? Because as long as material contamination is there, what is that? Kama esha, krodha esha, rajoguna samadva. Comes from rajoguna. So when the material desires are there, actually he's not by nature is of a non-devotee. They have still not become devotee. Devotee is on a transcendental plane. Because this is again a very strict definition. Those are material desires, but they have tendency for non-devotion. Material desire means how you can have a material desire. What kind of devotee are you? Devotee should not have any desire except to serve Krishna. So when he is maintaining material desires, he should know, he should not feel proud. These are all nature of a non-devotee. Correct? But even those who have material desires and resort to Supreme Lord are not so much attracted by external nature. That is our condition. Okay, we are taken to Krishna's service slowly, slowly. The Maya leaves us. That's like Maya touches only criminals. Maya doesn't touch gentle. Police only touches criminals. Same way Maya touches people who are criminals. So it slowly leaves you as you start approaching the Lord. Devi Yasha Gunamai Ma Maya Duratya. In the Srimad Bhagavad, recommend the one is free from material desires or is full of material desire, desire liberation, material contamination, or is pure devotee and no desire material sense gratification. We should in all cases surrender to Vasudeva or worship him. Anybody know the shloka of Bhagavatam? Free from material desire. Akama sarva kama va. Tushar, you know?
No, Prabhu.
Okay, who knows the shloka? Akama sarva kama va. Yes, raise your hand. Anybody has that hand symbol? Himali Mataji, you know the shloka, no?
No, Prabhu.
Vanita. Rupa Mataji, do you know this famous shloka? Akama sarva kama va.
No, Prabhuji, not by heart.
There's a beautiful shloka in the second canto. Krishna lists that if you want this, go to this. If you want this, you go to this. If you want good health, go to Surya. If you want good wife, go to this. If you want this, go to this. But then he says, Akama sarva kama va. You have a lot of desire. Akama means no desires. Akshuddha bhakta. Sarva kama, all the desires. Moksha kama, you want liberation from the world. Does not matter. Whatever you want, go to Krishna. Akama sarva kama va moksha kama udaradihi. If you have intelligences, you have some intelligence, liberal intelligence. Udara means you are a very liberal person. You have wide intelligence. Tivrena, with full enthusiasm. Tivra means high speed. Bhakti yogena, do devotion. Tivrena bhakti yogena jayet purusham param. Go to Param Purusha, Supreme Lord. Don't go to Devi Devata. So even if you have material desire, better to go to Krishna instead of going to Devi Devata. But people feel for certain purposes, Devi Devata are better. That's what society, many people feel. Krishna is slow, Ganesha is fast. And they run to Devi Devata. But even those who material desire resort to not so attractive external nature. Okay. For Bhagavad, the less intelligent person allows their spiritual sense, takes shelter of the demigods or immediate fulfillment of material desire. Generally, such people do not go Supreme Personality Godhead because they are in particular modes of nature and therefore worship various demigods. Following the rules and regulations of worship, they are satisfied. Those are not devoted to the Lord think of certain purpose, demigods are better than the Supreme Lord. See it there, this line is there. Many people feel like that. For them, it's actually there is no fair devotion to anybody. They're just trying out. They want a promotion in job. They try Shiva, not working out. They say, yeah, try karo. Astrologer will say, worship that Devata. They'll go worship that Devata. There was one astrologer in Bangalore. People used to go in for material desires. And he will say, read that chapter of Bhagavatam. And I was at book counter. They'll come to me. I don't know whether you know that. Some of you are in Bangalore. He's still very famous astrologer. He's an initiated devotee also. So I have seen in it, I have gone to meet him sometime. There will be hundreds of people waiting for him. He used to come to Udaya TV. And all the people will be chanting Hare Krishna. Either give Japmala, chant. All will chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. All will chant. And they meet him. So you chant 2 malas Hare Krishna. And that 7th canto, read that chapter. And they'll come to temple. Because in the chapter it is there, Shruti Phala is, your this problem will be over. It is there. Every chapter has a Shruti Phala. That Shruti Phala is there in the chapter. You read that. Now you say, give me that. I said, no, I cannot. You have to buy whole set. They will fight. No, only one chapter I want. Why you want whole set? I said, that's how it is. I cannot give you one book. So it used to be a big drama.
I've seen that astrologer, Prabhu.
Huh?
I have seen that astrologer.
You met him?
Yeah,
He was a congregation when I was in Bangalore. It was big controversial because some people used to say, he's not telling them give a material desire. So I used to ask him, why do you tell? I said, they're not ready for that. People are not ready for that. If I tell give a material desire, they will leave me. So I said, okay, chant Hare Krishna, Akama Sarva Kama is there. So it was a big debate. Some people used to say he's doing wrong. Some people say he's doing correct. He's making so many people chant. Actually, I used to see I've gone to this thing, at least 40, 50 people there, all really chanting. Hare Krishna, Hare. Because you have to wait 2 hours for him. He's all really chanting only that time. Then they go to meet him. They say, okay, chant and read the chapter of Bhagavad. That was the solution. And he was a perfect astrologer, knew all the thing, how to see hand and all that. He knew the art. Anyway, so a bit controversial. Okay. The pure devotee never goes to the demigod for satisfaction of material need. Just like we know, when Indra was angry at that time, the Brajavasis asked, can we pacify Indra? They said, no, it's a proper raid. Even if Devatas are angry, there is no need to go and pacify them. If Krishna you are worshipping, Krishna will take care. He depends on Supreme Lord. Like Ambarish Maharaj, when Durvasa Muni attacked him with a big demon, he just closed his eyes and started praying to the Lord. And devotee always looks as fault in him. He never found fault with Durvasa. My Lord looks like I upset a great sage. Whatever you wish, let it happen. He closed his eyes and started praying to the Lord. He did not pray to Devi Devatas. But Durvasa Muni, rather when Sudarshan Chakra of the Lord started chasing, started going to all the Devi Devatas. So that's the difference. A pure devotee depends only on the Supreme Lord, and pure devotee is satisfied with whatever he gives. No, Krishna is not giving. Let me try Kartikeya. Let me try Murugan. Correct? That's how people do. Any question on this? Is it fine? I think with all of your devotees, it is fine, but I think for preaching, you got some points, I hope.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. Chalo, next 21st. Yes, Rupa Mataji.
यो यो यां यां तनुं भक्तः श्रद्धयार्चितुमिच्छति तस्य दस्याचलां श्रद्धां ताम् एव विदधाम्यहम्.
I'm in everyone's heart as the super soul. As soon as one desires to worship the demigods, I make his faith steady so that he can devote himself to particular deity.
Okay, is it clear? This one also. Yes, Chaitanya Gojalu, Hare Krishna. Thank you. Okay. So Krishna has given independence, Prabhupada says, to everybody. Somebody desires material enjoyment, wants sincerely. Actually, Devata cannot even know what you're thinking. You're dependent on Krishna for everything. Krishna is the one only who's all pervading, not a Devata. So Krishna hears your material desire and you're wanting to worship, say, Kartikeya or Ayyappa for that. Krishna will go and inform him. He is praying to you. You want this material desire. You understand? Correct? So it is Krishna is involved everywhere. And then you want to worship that, Krishna infuses faith in your heart because you want a material facility from him. Krishna infuses faith. You worship him, got a great so-called devotion, and he blesses you with that thing. Correct? That's what goes on. So that's what he's saying. Yo, as soon as one desires to worship the demigod, I make his faith steady. Krishna is there. Krishna does. And so he can devote himself to the particular deity. And they feel very devoted. Like in Mangalore, I had gone somewhere. They were so devoted to Katil deity. She is my deity. Very, very devoted. Mangaloreans are very devoted to the Katil deity. Hana? Hana? And how many lakhs of people when the function happens there. Even Polali temple, they're so devoted. Hana? So who does it? Krishna does it. Because they want a facility for enjoyment from the deity. Krishna gives a face study and he tells the deity, supply. And she supplies. They're very happy. But nothing spiritually achieved them. That's a problem. Answer is that Supreme Lord of Super Soul does not give such facility. There is no meaning to independence. So Krishna gives a facility. So the living entity cannot worship the demigod by his own desire, nor can the demigod bestow any benediction without the supreme will. So Krishna is involved in either case. Not a blade of grass moves without the will of the Supreme Personality. God, generally person of distress in mental world, go to the demigod as their advice in the Vedic literature. It's a Vedic process. We cannot go outside the Devi Devata temple with a stick, don't enter. We cannot do that. Correct? We should not do that because it's a Vedic process. Okay, and gradually as he's worshipping Devata, slowly, that he will start worshiping Supreme Lord. That's an idea. He at least learns to bow down to somebody. A person wanting some particular thing may worship such and such demigod. For example, a diseased person is recommended to worship the sun god. So don't start doing sun god worship. Keep worshiping Krishna. Now whole world is worried about COVID. So they will start worshipping sun god. Suryadev. And maybe he's better than Krishna in solving disease. Some people will feel that also. Yeah, I tell you, mind is very dangerous. Therefore, Bhagavatam, I never read that. For this you go to this you go to that. Because people go for that. They leave Krishna. There is a big list in Bhagavatam. If you want a beautiful wife, go here. If you want a lot of money, go here. If you want good health, go there. There is a big list. If you want to become famous, go there. Big list is there. You have seen it? Second canto of Bhagavatam. I never read it because if you read to somebody, they leave Krishna and run away. Oh, that looks to be because Shipra Bhavati Krishna, the Devati Hitas give very quickly. Krishna thinks and gives, and sometimes Krishna may not give if it is not good for you. But Devi Devatas just tuck, they give. So people feel, oh, they are better. A person wanting the particular thing may worship such as the demigod. For example, diseased person is required to worship sun god. A person wanting education worship goddess of learning Saraswati. Person wanting beautiful wife may worship goddess Uma, the wife of Lord Shiva. In this way, there is a big list. But then it says, better go to Krishna. Because a particular living entity wants to enjoy a particular material facility, the Lord inspires him with a strong desire to achieve the benediction of the particular demigod, and so he successfully receives the benediction. The particular mode of devotion attitude of the living entity toward a particular demigod is also arranged by the Supreme God. The demigod cannot infuse the living entity such an affinity. He only gives affinity to particular devata because he is the Supreme Lord, a super soul is present in everybody's heart as a living entity. Krishna gives impetus to man to worship the demigod. Demigods are actually different parts of the universal body. Okay? They're not independent. We do one more shloka. Mataji, 22nd.
सतया श्रद्धया युक्तः तस्या आराधनम् इहते लभते च तथा कामान् मयैवाहितान् हितान्.
Tushar.
Endowed with such a faith, he seeks favors of a particular demigod and obtains his desires. But in actuality, these benedictions are bestowed by me alone.
Okay, this is very nice. Many people pointed this out. The Devi Devata cannot give anything. Finally, they have to take file to Krishna and Krishna has to sign. Krishna has to sign the file. Okay, they have. So it's without Krishna's sanction, nothing happens. Generally, Krishna signs. So therefore, it's a Devi Devata's gift. They have a level of discretion, but they have to get it signed from Krishna. So bestowed by me alone. Finally, Krishna is the one giving. Without
Prabhu,
the
I have a doubt.
What is the doubt?
Prabhu, people, they go towards demigod for fulfilling their material desires because if they worship Krishna, they don't get it so easily. So if they worship the demigods and they get it, then if Krishna is sanctioning it, then they can directly go to Krishna, right?
No, okay, see, the system is like this. Say, Tushar, you say to the parents, give me a laptop. Okay? Okay? You buy me a laptop. Now the parents are thinking about it, what you will do. They have seen the history. They know if I buy a laptop, he'll play games. I'm just giving an example. I don't know what you do. So they say, they will decide, even though I can give financially, they say we will not give it. Now what do you do? Parents are not giving. So you'll approach an uncle. Okay? That is Devata. Uncle. Uncle is not so much thinking about your welfare. He just wants to please you. Correct? Because you went to him. So he wants to give you. And he, in this scenario, he is also has to come to the parents. So he's asking for a laptop. That's what he gives. So through the Devatas, when you go, it is like bribing. It's called a bribing. You can directly go. But if Krishna is not giving, there is a reason he is not giving. You don't have to ask Krishna because Krishna knows what you're desiring. There is no need to ask. He is in the heart of the super soul. When you're desiring something, it is not coming, then you go to the Devatas. Correct? And Devatas, the system is they have to take the file sign from Krishna, but then the protection is not there. Then you're getting things which will harm you, which means destroy your spiritual life. Correct? When Krishna is personally involved, he will not give you because it is not good for his spiritual life. Life is short. He has to go back to Krishna. He's wasting his time. Correct? Krishna is seeing like that. But Devi Devatas are not concerned so much. Just like Ravana went for power, they gave. Harikasha went for power, they gave. Correct? You getting the point? Finally, Krishna is awarding even through the Devatas, but then now the protection is not there. What to do? He's bugging me. Every day he's eating my head. I want a laptop. I want a laptop. He's bugging my head. He's made me crazy. Okay, give. That's all happened. Even Shiva is busy in worshipping Krishna. And give me laptop, give me laptop. So Shiva will say, okay, he's disturbing my puja. Okay, what do you want? Laptop. Okay, take. Krishna, what to do is bugging me every day. Laptop. Okay, give. You understood, Tushar?
Yes, Prabhu.
Now Tushar is silent. Okay. But a pure devotee, when in need of something, prays only to the Supreme Lord. Generally, pure devotee proper says, does not ask anything from the Lord. That's not a sign of a pure devotee. Pure devotee never asks anything. Like Srila Prabhupada asked his guru only one question. What is the question he asked? How do I serve you? So pure devotee doesn't ask anything from the Lord. Only one question, how do I serve you? He feels ashamed if he has gone to the Lord to ask something. He never asks. That's not a sign of a pure devotee. But if he asks, suppose we are in difficulty, generally family people, suppose somebody's health is not good, we become very disturbed because there is attachment. At that time, we ask the Lord. We don't go outside the Lord. We ask the Lord. 23rd, Antavantu Phalam. Yes, Rupa Mataji, sorry.
Prabhu,
Let us finish this, Tushar.
Prabhu, I have to have my lunch, so I am logging
Okay,
off.
thank you, Tushar. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Antavaddu palam tesham tadbhavati alpamedasham devan devayajo yanti madbhakta yanti mam api.
Yes. Who will read? Pusha Mataji, you read.
Yes, Prabhu. Men of small intelligence worship the demigods, and their fruits are limited and temporary. Those who worship the demigods go to the planets of the demigods, but my devotees ultimately reach my supreme planet. Beautiful.
Okay, so now Krishna is saying, Alpa Medasam, those who worship the demigod, they don't have intelligence. Buddhus, Nashta Buddhaya. Okay? And fruits are limited and temporary. Because fruits are temporary, you are temporary, even the Devata is temporary. Everything will go one day. Okay? So those who worship demigods go to their planet. You not reach Vaikuntha. Many people think it doesn't matter, you worship anything. What is it? What is the shloka given by some Yatoma Tatopat. Whatever path you make, that is the path. No, it's not true. If you take ticket to Delhi, you don't go to Chennai. Correct? And devotees only reach my supreme planet. So it's intelligent to worship Krishna. Okay? So many people think you will reach Supreme Lord, whatever you do, that is denied here. For it clearly stated, worship a demigod, go to different planet in the material world, but the devotees of the Supreme Lord go directly to Supreme Planet of the personality of Godhead. Okay? Thank you. So we did Devata worship complete here. Any questions? We spent a little more time. Kanak, are you clear with all this? Or you learned this today?
Yes, I am clear.
Good. Thank you, Kanak. Anything to add? There are so many wonderful devotees there. Antaranga Mandaji, you like to add something?
No, Prabhu.
Arvindangi Prabhu, you like to add something to this?
No, Prabhu. It was nice discussion. Thank you so much.
Chidananda Prabhu to is in office. Yes. Rupa Mataji, you like to add something?
No, Prabhuji, everything is clear. Thank you.
Okay, it's okay, simple. Because there are some people who are new here, so I spent little time because a very, very delicate issue. If you present this in a little different way, people may get hurt. You understand? Those are devotees here, so we have to present it very delicately. In India, particularly, Devata worship, you know what happened when ISKCON came to India? So the devotees understood the biggest problem in India is Devata worship. They put a magazine back to God and demigods. And there was a tumult in the country. People are very upset and hurt. But directly, if you hit like that without properly presenting, isn't it? Correct? If you make
Yes,
a
Prabhu.
magazine God and demigod, and that's the first lecture you give, then be ready. They will tumult. It has to be very, because it is a very delicate topic. So I was just presenting it a little carefully with little detail. Otherwise, we could have just shrugged off. But then some people who are new will get confused.
The people still now think that Krishna and they're all same. They still think. People don't know.
And that you have to, therefore preaching is there, no Mataji? Therefore you have to preach. Puja Vrinda Devi Dasi has to preach, therefore. Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Govinda Guru Raj Prabhu. Anything to add? Any point?
No, Prabhu.
Okay. We covered something very basic next time. Himale Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
We add close here today.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes,
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna. Manjunath, is you clear?
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Thank you.
Thank you
Chalo.
so much, everyone.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you, everybody. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Hare.
Thank you.
Okay.